tear through the south, killing at least 3 people, leveling homes. This school completely destroyed. One twister left a trail of destruction more than 60 miles long. The same system now bringing heavy snow and rain. New alerts this morning from the Gulf to New England.
Impeachment endgame as President Trump braces for that historic vote expected tomorrow. What our new poll reveals about the nation and impeachment.
Breaking overnight, a 14-year-old suspect in the murder of Tessa Majors jumping out of a car on his way to surrender. The manhunt this morning.
Missing mom mystery, the search intensifying for this mother of 2, last seen dropping off her 6-year-old at school. She and her infant disappearing, her fiance's plea, and what police found left behind.
Brazen burglary. Nearly $70 million in jewelry stolen from the heiress to a Formula One fortune. How this post on Instagram may have tipped off the thieves.
Will he get it here? Yes!
Breezing into the record books. Saints quarterback Drew Brees making history overnight, roaring past Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, and the moment his family watches it all happen.
And the force is strong with this one. All the stars out for the Star Wars premiere, the last film in the epic series. Now the first reviews just in, and what happens when kids get to ask the questions.
Live in Times Square, this is Good Morning America.
And Good Morning America, what a scene in Los Angeles last night, that Star Wars premiere, the final installment in the Skywalker saga.
It's been 42 years since the first Star Wars hit the big screen, and look who showed up last night. Some of the originals like Mark Hamill, aka Luke Skywalker, and Harrison Ford, aka Han Solo.
Great to see all those faces there. Some new stars also in attendance. You can see them there, and the first reviews are in. We're going to tell you all about it coming up.
That is coming up, but right now, millions facing that winter storm threat. Heavy snow, freezing rain from the Midwest and the Northeast. Tornadoes turn deadly in the South. Alex Perez is in Alexandria, Louisiana with the latest. Good morning, Alex.
Hey, good morning, George. Take a look. This was a school. I'm standing in what was a classroom, but now it was completely ripped to shreds by this storm. You can see here's a school desk where students used to sit, some of those toys that students play with here. And over here, the rest of these chairs where the students used to be, completely underneath all of this debris. Once those storms rolled through here, they very quickly left a trail of destruction. Overnight, a frightening footage of a tornado touching down in Louisiana, one of the many deadly tornadoes wreaking havoc across several states. In Louisiana, forceful winds turning cars onto their sides. The roof of this building crushed.
I think this thing was on the ground like 63 miles. And, you know, off and on, off and on. But as it gets daylight and y'all are able to move around, you're going to see some real destruction.
This school ravaged by the storm, the roof ripped off, now just scattered debris. These vehicles crushed, down power lines littering the landscape. Authorities ushering children away safely as they work to clear the rain-soaked terrain. The tornado also resulting in the death of a woman trapped in her mobile home as the storm hit.
I know of about 3 homes that's been hit.
And in Mississippi, tornadoes destroying this church, leaving nothing but scattered debris. Lightning illuminating the damage on this home below, the tornado demolishing this roof, what's left scattered on the front yard.
We have multiple homes that have been damaged. A large number of residences are without power.
In Alabama, authorities on the scene as storm damage there leading to 2 deaths and multiple injuries.
It was just total chaos, and we just had to make do the best we could.
Authorities scrambling relentless rain as they work to clear the area of uprooted trees. And the sheriff tells me, luckily, all 18 students who were inside of this school were able to get to safety, and they are okay. Now, he says, begins a difficult process of assessing the damage and cleaning all of this up. Michael?
All right, we're so happy you're okay. Thank you so much, Alex. And here in the Northeast, snow, ice, and rain are leading to dangerous conditions on the road. Dozens of school delays here in New York alone. Gio Benitez is north of us in Dutchess County, New York, with more. Good morning, Gio.
Hey, Michael, good morning to you. We are seeing that freezing rain and snow from Ohio to New England. We are getting that freezing rain right now, that mix of rain and ice falling here. We know that in 17 states, rain, ice, and flood warnings. They are all in effect right now this morning. I want to take a look at this video right now because over the past 24 hours, we have been seeing accident after accident, especially in snowy conditions. But in this freezing rain, we are also going to be seeing accidents now here in Dutchess County. Let me just show you what we're seeing all over the place here. We are seeing these sheets of ice on the ground. When you look out on the road right now, you can actually see that black ice, that slippery black ice. It is incredibly dangerous when you're driving. So if you have to be on the road, just give yourself a little extra time. Be careful, go a little slower. Michael?
All right, Gio, dangerous outside, and we're going to come back inside with Ginger for the latest on how long this winter weather will stick around, Ginger, and where it's heading next.
Well, Michael, we've got this stretch of a big storm from Louisiana right through a severe thunderstorm warning just now south of Dothan, Alabama, up into the northeast. So let me show you that pink that you see on the radar. That is freezing rain. That's where you'll end up with that ice. So parts of Pennsylvania into Connecticut and Rhode Island. Let me take you to the northeast and focus on this region, right? We're going to pop it up out of the ground here and tell you which highways specifically could be a problem. Winter storm warning in place. As Gio was holding that sheet of ice, what happens is rain actually falls. It falls as rain. It hits a surface that is sub-freezing. So what we did here is take the winter weather advisories, turn them all icy so you can see that. If you are traveling Interstate 80, you're going through parts of a winter storm warning in northeast Pennsylvania, 87 and 90 where that meets, I think you inevitably see issues. 3 to 5 inches of snow happening northwest of all of these areas. On top of some ice, it's going to be a trouble, especially if we do not dry it out, because it's going to be so cold. Some of the coldest air we've seen this season, if not the coldest, Cecilia. It'll feel like 0 here in New York City on Thursday morning.
It'll be a rough travel week for so many. Okay, Ginger, thank you. We're going to head to Washington now, where the House is expected to vote to impeach President Trump as early as tomorrow. And now on the eve of that historic vote, our new ABC News Washington Post poll shows a nation divided. 49% in favor of impeaching the president, 46% against. But a majority believe President Trump was treated fairly by House investigators, and they expect the Senate to give him a fair trial. So let's bring in our senior congressional correspondent, Mary Bruce, there on Capitol Hill, tracking it all. And Mary, the infighting already underway in the Senate over who might be called to testify there.
Yes, Cecilia, the jockeying here is well underway. And of course, it has taken weeks of testimony and very fierce debate just to get to this vote in the House. But our poll shows it all had very little impact. Our poll shows that most Americans remain relatively unswayed and deeply divided. But they are looking ahead to a fair trial in the Senate. And 7 out of 10 Americans in our poll say they would like the president to let his top aides testify. And that is the big X factor here right now. Democrats are demanding to hear from 4 witnesses, including the president's acting chief of staff, Mick Mulvaney, and former National Security Advisor John Bolton. Then the president previously has said that he would love for his top aides to be able to testify, but Republicans do not want any witnesses here. They want to get this over quickly and simply move on. Now, leaders McConnell and Schumer are expected to sit down at some point soon and try to hammer out what exactly this trial is going to look like. Cecilia.
Yeah, they're certainly working on that. Mary, all eyes right now on these Democrats, moderate Democrats, particularly vulnerable in these Trump-leaning districts. They had hesitated to say how they were going to vote on impeachment. They're now making those votes known.
Yeah, and Cecilia, these moderate Democrats have been under intense pressure. The White House and the president's allies have launched essentially a campaign to try and convince them to back the president. But now, one by one, we are seeing these Democrats lining up behind impeachment. There are now at least 17 Democrats from Trump-leaning districts who say they will support impeachment. One of them, Congresswoman Elissa Slotkin from Michigan, yesterday got an earful from both sides of the aisle as she announced her decision. But she says she simply has to stick with her principles here, even though she admits it could cost her her job. Cecilia.
Yeah, a rowdy town hall. Okay, Mary Bruce, thank you. George.
Okay, Cecilia, thanks. Let's get more on this now from our chief White House correspondent, John Carl. And John, we saw Mary mention that number in the poll. 7 out of 10 Americans believe that there should be witnesses. The president should send witnesses for that Senate trial. And the pressure could increase now that the president's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, is out there giving new interviews, making new concessions, putting out new evidence.
Some remarkable statements by Rudy Giuliani, just showing how involved he was in this whole Ukraine situation, specifically regarding the former ambassador to Ukraine, Marie Yovanovitch, one of the star witnesses in the House impeachment hearings. Giuliani says that he spoke to the president at least a couple of times about Yovanovitch, saying that she should be fired, essentially, and that the president put him in touch directly with the Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo. Pompeo, that he had multiple conversations with Pompeo, that Pompeo requested more information, which Giuliani provided. Keep in mind, George, Rudy Giuliani was here at the White House just last week.
Incredible. Meantime, John, on another front, the president taking aim at that presidential debate commission, which is calling into question the possibility that there will actually be general election debates in the fall.
Yeah, the president is suggesting that he may bypass the commission, which has hosted every presidential debate since 1988, because he says the commission is filled with, quote, Trump haters and never Trumpers. George, the president says, this is a quote from a tweet he put out, as president of the United States, the debates are up to me. So this commission has already set dates and locations for the debates, but the president is making it clear that he may be willing to debate, but not necessarily with that commission.
And he is right about this. There's only a debate if he shows up.
That is exactly right.
John Carl, thanks very much. Michael?
All right, thank you, George. And now we're going to go to breaking developments in the manhunt for the killer of that Barnard College freshman. Overnight, police hunting through the streets of Harlem for a 14-year-old suspect who escaped. Ariel Reshef is in Morningside Park with the latest. Good morning, Ariel.
Good morning to you, Michael. That intense manhunt underway in Harlem overnight, not far from where we're standing in the park, where 18-year-old Barnard College freshman Tessa Majors was stabbed to death last week. The 14-year-old suspect was expected to turn himself into police, but police tell us that he bolted from a car as it came to an intersection and has been missing ever since. Officers fanning out across Upper Manhattan in the desperate search for him. Police were led to him by a 13-year-old suspect who is in custody. Michael?
And Ariel, that 13-year-old, he's doing court today.
He is due in court today. That middle schooler is now facing charges as a juvenile, weapons possession, murder, and robbery charges. He is due in family court later this afternoon, where this case is being handled. And we do know that that 13-year-old is not suspected of being the stabber in this case, but he's being held without bail. Michael.
All right, Ariel, thank you so much. Cecilia?
Okay, Michael, we're going to turn to that Boeing bombshell announcing it will suspend production of its troubled 737 MAX planes in January after, of course, those two deadly crashes. The decision expected to send a ripple across the airline industry and the economy. David Curley is at Reagan National Airport with more on this. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Cecilia. Stunning news for the 12,000 workers at Boeing. For the first time ever, the company is shutting down an assembly line in the midst of a grounding. In next month, January, the silence will come to the 737 MAX line.
This is the production line Boeing will shutter. The announcement sending the company's stock tumbling and raising concerns for all those employees right before the holidays.
Merry Christmas, right?
The fastest selling jetliner ever for Boeing grounded after that second deadly crash, nearly 350 killed in all. Boeing continued building the MAX, about 2 a day, hoping for recertification at least by the end of this year. It's made software fixes to the system that may have contributed to the crashes. But the FAA making clear last week it still has questions and no approval will be coming this year. With nearly 400 of the brand new jets stored, which need plenty of maintenance to keep them in working shape, Boeing decided it couldn't store many more and made the announcement. Quote, we have decided to prioritize the delivery of stored aircraft and temporarily suspend production of the 737 program beginning next month. The company says for now it will not furlough nor lay off those 12,000 workers, keeping them on other 737 projects or assigning them to other production lines. But workers now feeling the scrutiny their company has faced for a year.
At some point, Boeing has to stop the bleeding of cash. And are they at the point where this will trickle all the way down to the workforce? I can't tell you that.
No word on how long this temporary shutdown is going to last. But on the heels of this Boeing announcement, Southwest Airlines is joining American Airlines in canceling all MAX flights all the way out to April. Cecilia?
Happening at such a busy time of year. Okay, David, thank you. We're going to turn now to an investigation underway into this accident near Seattle. A van slamming into a Ross department store during the height of holiday shopping, injuring 11 people, including a young child. Police believe the van was involved in a shoplifting incident, and it was supposed to be the getaway car. Thankfully, everyone did survive, and the suspects are now in custody.
Thank goodness everyone survived. We're going to turn now to a holiday shipping alert. As we close in on Christmas, Amazon is now banning third-party sellers from using FedEx for ground shipping. Rebecca Jarvis has the details. Good morning, Rebecca.
Hey, George. Yeah, good morning to you. And this comes at a critical moment for all of those holiday shipments. This is the kind of weather that can throw your entire morning into a tailspin. Imagine what it means for the billions of packages trying to make their way to America's doors across the country right now in this final crunch time ahead of Christmas.
With just 1 week left to get those gifts under the tree, a potential speed bump for your special deliveries. Amazon, beginning this week, temporarily blocking third-party sellers from using FedEx ground shipping for Prime customers, citing a drop in the delivery performance. The retail giant says the ban will last until they see improvement. FedEx says the decision impacts only a small number of shippers, but limits the options for those small businesses on some of the highest demand shipping days in history. The company admits they have experienced some weather challenges this season as well, but says our networks are flexing as designed to accommodate the surge of packages. So how do you ensure your packages arrive on time? First, know the deadlines. Walmart, Target, and Best Buy orders must be placed by early Friday. Macy's by noon Saturday. Amazon and Nordstrom by Sunday.
If you're willing to pay a lot extra, you could presumably ship something as late as the 23rd and get it in time for Christmas. That's going to cost you more, though, and you do run the risk of unforeseen delays, including weather.
And for procrastinators, consider apps like Shipt, which offers a free 2-week trial for new members, enough time to score free same-day delivery through December 24th. Or Gift Now, which lets you deliver a gift via email and text. The recipient can customize or exchange before it gets sent.
There's also the option this year, and it's a newer one, where you buy online and pick up in store. That's something that Macy's is allowing its customers to take advantage of. Plus, double check your credit card. A number of credit cards are now offering free 2-day shipping with select retailers. George?
Okay, Rebecca, we know you're focused on the holiday beat. We'll see you in our next hour to talk about regifting.
Yeah, I like that. You can change it before you even get it. That's a good idea right there.
You have options for our gifts.
Yeah, okay. First of all, I got to get it. That would help. Well, you guys, we're going to turn now to that record-setting night on the football field. Take a look at this. With this 5-yard touchdown pass, New Orleans Saints great Drew Brees became the all-time leader in passing touchdowns, hitting number 540 past Hall of Famer Peyton Manning, and he wasn't done yet. He added a 4th touchdown on the night. There he goes, just to extend his record a little bit. But he's going to have to keep on going because the man right behind him is Tom Brady, who has 538 career touchdowns. And Brees, he has a very special fans in the stands. His wife and children, they're there cheering him on, along with the rest of Who Dat Nation. And he also broke Peyton Manning's all-time passing yards record a little bit over a year ago, so he owns the record books.
A lot of milestones right there.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Michael. Following a lot of other stories this morning, including that missing mom mystery. There's a search right now for a Texas mother and her newborn who vanished. What police say was left behind, and we have the emotional plea from her fiancé.
Also ahead, the multi-million-dollar heist, $67 million in jewelry reportedly stolen. So did an Instagram post tip off the thieves? We'll tell you that. But first, let's head back over to Ginger.
You know, Cecilia, nearly 5 inches of rain fell in Tennessee. Severe storms in the southeast today. Your local weather in 30 seconds. First, the Tuesday trivia, sponsored by Capital One.
Drill.
Cordless.
Noted.
Introducing the Capital One Walmart Rewards Card.
I love it.
That's a good one.
Earn unlimited 5% back on everything you buy at Walmart Online. Perfect for all their hits.
Okay.
The Capital One Walmart Rewards Card. Unlimited 5% back at Walmart Online and unlimited rewards everywhere else.
What's in your wallet?
Another wet day, but this time we're tracking rain showers. You've got a chance up until 3 to 4 o'clock today. High temperature reached about noon to 1 o'clock, 50 to 51 degrees in D.C. Cooler conditions to the north and warmer conditions down south. The rain moves out. We've got colder air moving in overnight and wind chills in the 20s going into the day tomorrow. The high for midweek, your Wednesday 42, Thursday the high 34. Coldest air of the season and dry through the weekend.
Tutorial from Michael here. We'll be right back.
I knew that we'd become one right away. I saw the life been so